meaningful impacts that I've seen lately is a lot of retailers struggle on the product configuration side to deal with what I would call the bloat of SKUs. This clash happens between some of these older the website CMS or your ERP system, where you're investing in an emerging technology like 3D, but you have these old sales systems driving your internal progress.
If you don't have 3D tools, users are generally less engaged and less likely to add to cart.
You're really just hurting yourselves, because then your sales support teams need to be more engaged earlier than they should be. So I'm not sure that it hurts the dealer relationship entirely as much as it hurts your own team's ability to serve those dealers.
The interactive rate from a customer is like nearly 90%. In other words, they're now expecting to go onto a furniture retailer's website and not just look at like a preset, like here's a 3-piece, a 5-piece, a 7-piece. They want to make their own 8-piece or their own 11-piece. And so the interaction rate is really quite high. We actually see average, add to cart rates for modular configurators as high as like 35%. And with like a 3% purchase rate, which is incredible, because an average, transaction rate on a product that's added to cart is like 0.5%, right? So, it's 6 times.
It's a long-term investment. So just like when one of their customers buys one of their products, they consider it like a quality product that's going to last a long time, right? And so our configurators are the same way. If we build them right and we build them accurately, and we integrate your pricing and availability like at the beginning, then you're going to have this quality long-term product that's going to last the life of your product line.
And that like 2 to 3 year range is a typical really safe area to start seeing not only a full payback, but also positive ROI on top of the cost of implementation.
When you get into 3D, you're not just making something pretty, you're not just making art, you're making something that's robust enough to actually work like your product.
Today, 2026, having, your products in 3D on your website is a kind of table stakes. Is what everybody does now as part of the consumer engagement.